My camper van is overweight, and when you look into the back doors you can kind of get an idea of why. So we're going to have a camper van reset day. Currently got the washing on, and we're not a million miles away from a storage unit, so we'll be able to go back to there to get rid of some of the weight out here. But what weight can we get out from the inside right now? I noticed as a weekend up in the Lake District I was struggling on all the hills, so on the way back today I decided I'm going to jump into a weighbridge that I have access to around Penrith, have a look, and I was 122 kilos overweight. Luckily enough, I had around about 40 litres in my wastewater tank, so I just dropped that out. That's 40 kilo gone. But there is a lot of little tatty things inside that I could do with getting rid of. Stuff like Slim Fast. Never going to use it, never want to use it. What's it doing in the camper van? That is potentially a kilo in weight. So there's a kilo gone. It's going to be like that on the inside, but when we get into the back later, that's when the real weight's going to start leaving. Marshmallows and s'mores. I'll keep them because I need them in 2 weeks when I've got a massive event on up in the Lake District. And then we'll go through everything else. Hot chocolate. I don't drink hot chocolate. I didn't even know that I had a jug. I'm literally going to be brutal as anything. The only thing's going to stay in this van are things like the safety things. I know for a fact there's going to be a lot of stuff that I'm going to stumble across that I forgot that I'd even had. Batteries. Things like inside my cutlery drawer, I have the Ridge Monkey cutlery. That's just what I use. But I've also got a ton of this stuff as well. Now I've only got 2 sets of the Ridge Monkey cutlery. All this does is promote me to not wash up as much because I just keep stocking it up in the sink. I'm going to get rid of all this too. I've got 2 spoons. I think I'll only keep 1. An absolute ton of wooden forks. It's already about 10 kilos. Same with the plates though. I've got Ridge Monkey plates. I may as well get rid of these. Underneath my sofa is this bag here. This is full of various different GoPro mounts. You name it, it's got it. And basically, I don't use them. But probably 1 or 2 different fitments, and that's all I ever want to use. So that's all I'm going to keep. Oh, a Euro plug. I'll keep hold of that Euro plug. Mobile phone gimbal and mobile phone microphones. Never used, well, I have used them, but I'm past using my mobile phone for filming and stuff. So basically I'm going to keep hold of them because they are worth a little bit. If you're a mobile phone creator, stick your name down and I'll try and give one away. Make sure you like the video. GoPro chest mount, that'll do. That big bag is narrowed down into this little box here, and there's loads of space left into it. That'll do me. My God, my old diesel heater. I forgot that I had that. I was going to take that apart for a video to see what was wrong with it, but it's taking up space. It's about 3 kilo. It's going. I'm not being funny, but look in the top overhead cupboards. Let me explain. This is all my cleaning equipment for inside and outside the van with the Karcher that's in 2 pieces so it fits. This side's junk-ish stuff that I never really use all the time, and that is a full camera system that I'm ready to fit at some point. I have actually got a really cool chopping board up here. Look how thick that is. That's amazing. And he laser etched my name onto it, Indy Vanny Jones. There we go. Yorkshire chopping boards. Definitely check them out on Instagram because that is high quality to the point where I don't want to stick it on the side anymore. I want to get like some sort of a mount where I can put it on the wall and be able to easily access it. But that's something I'm going to talk to Andy at APW Motorsports because he might be able to make me some nice little black aluminium sort of things. He's dead smart, so check him out on Insta. I think when I go to the storage unit, I'll put the camera system in there for now. Keep using my current cameras, and then in a few weeks, when it comes around to fitting that, I'll be able to bring it in. One back. Oh, that's a heavy one. Yeah, those 2 are done. I'll get them disposed. First thing out is the portable power station. That's 21 kilos. We've got boxes. We've got loads of stuff in here. There's some bits for the bin later, which we've got to sort out. Loads of wiring stuff that can all come in. That box is a 3-core water filtration thing. That's a project for another day for the water system in the van. That's a lot of stuff. An awful lot of stuff. A little Hoover thing because I've got a project to do. Another day I had the opportunity to get it. I got it. My table, never used it. It's been in the van 2 years. May as well get it out. Full camera system, a couple of roll mats, bit of cooking system, some thermal stuff, bait boat. I have got loads of stuff in that. That's what it looks like now. You can see how poor my electrics are, but they still do work. I'm quite chuffed with that. All that stuff up there to go in the skip when I get to work. Last few bits chucked in, my levelling ramps, some bedding for Jacob whenever he stays, a portable solar panel. Now I've got to find stuff for all that inside my storage unit, which is going to be a challenge in itself. Some of that stuff will be coming out eventually because I'll be getting a big box on there with a shelf on the top, so when I go up the lakes again, I've got a paddle board can go up there, a bike can go up there. Get a shelf up there as well so that we can have some stuff up there. it's just going to look like a full-on adventure van. I love this storage facility. They give you crates and a lift. Oh wow, just makes it easier for me to get all my crap up on the first floor. Going down. And the crate's empty. I still didn't bring anything with me. Managed to sort out all my camping stuff. So that's all going to be available for me in a couple of weeks with an event with Ridge Monkey. So I managed to put like my paddleboard, my kayak in one little area. I'll have to remember to pick up that power station for that weekend because I think Katie's going to need it from Van Hippie. It's amazing how just that little tiny bit of weight I'd taken out of the van. It drives so much nicer now. It's not so rocky on the road. It's not so sluggish. Parked up here last night, come for a little walk. And that peak all the way up there, that's the one I'm going up. Cracking little view from up there. I've done it quite a lot lately. It's all because I go park up. All seeing the Snowdonian Mountains from all the way over here. That lump there, that's the Snowdon Range. Cribgar, Keelerwed, all that sort of stuff. The Ogwen Valley sort of area. It's quite cool. And I can even see the sea all the way over there with the wind turbines in it. So if you like seeing me struggling up a big hill, watching me lose some fat off me gut, make sure you subscribe. If you notice, I've had a bit of a haircut. I look like a bit of a tit. You've done it differently this time and I don't like it. Got some more stuff to do in the van to reduce that weight because Monday I've got a big job coming on the back door which is going to add a little bit more weight. Swings and roundabouts. I went down to see my friends down at Nomad Adventure Vehicles because they deal with a lot of the upplating, and I think that's the line we're going to go, upplating. I've just got some stuff to do back behind the scenes first, addresses on logbooks and stuff like that. But we're nearly up to the summit now. Now with the price of fuel, I figured, you know what, it's best to do me tyre pressures as well, which gives me a chance to play with a new tool that I've got from the same company that done my dash cam because I love the quality of that. The wolfbox, I don't know what this is called, but it's like an air tyre inflator and jump starter pack all in one. So I get to play with it. Proper little cool. So you got like charger cables, jumper leads, and then under this side, look at that. Screw the tyre inflator section into the top. There's a specific hole for it. Never exceed 40 psi. So I'll change that up to 40 psi. Front one's already okay, that's 42. The back's 42 as well. The other back one's 41. That one needed just a little bit in it, so that's going to increase my fuel economy perfectly. I'm only running around with a maximum of 40% water inside it. That's essentially 40 litres worth of fuel inside me freshwater tank. Obviously I've got a 10-litre boiler as well. I'm having so much fun clearing all this out. So I've managed to clear that cupboard out and that cupboard out. Managed to bin loads of weight off it. And I've even just found this. So I thought, wow, I'll go around and do all my door hinges and stuff. But I need to get rid of weight. And the back actually has stayed clean. So all my stuff that I don't really use that often goes in this one. All the stuff that I use in emergency goes in this one. And then the camping chair goes on top of it. That's all full of Jacob's bedding and stuff because I'm going down to see him. 200 watt solar panel for the All Powers 1500, which I've plugged into my solar panel on the bonnet of the van, and it is charging up really nicely. Hose pipe, I need that for filling up water, but when I fill up water now I have to come through the back, unscrew the cap off the top of the tank up there and then fill it up that way. And that's because, can you see the hose coming off the side just there behind the black one? Yeah, that's a problem now. To be fair, that's been a problem since I went to the Arctic Circle. You see, the water tank is sat on framework to lift it off the floor so the tank didn't freeze. Well, that used to be gravity fed fairly level straight into the water tank, but obviously the water tank's lifted now, so that goes in there, up and then into it, so I can't really fill up through that. I do have some ideas of ways to fix that, which I'm quite looking forward to, along with that big water filter that I got not long ago, which I've still not fitted yet. God, there is so much little niggly bits of work to do to this van. It's unbelievable. Wow, some big projects as well. Like, even, you see the tiles there? Well, they all keep flaking off down the bottom. I know why they're flaking off. It's because when I stuck them on there, it still had residue of the old four-way stretch carpet. So it's peeling off. I need to get that sorted. But I don't know what, I can't settle on a design of tiles that I want to put on there, or whether I just want to strip them off and paint it. I think the tiles they do give it a bit of a sense. They were just B&M cheap ones, but they worked. They did the job. But I've got loads of projects to do, but I've just not had the time, and I'm fully aware that the quality of the videos has dropped off slightly. But we finish work in a few weeks and we're going just casual, so we're going to have loads more time to be able to work on these videos, which is the goal. And I really want to put a strong effort into this channel now. So if you are new around here, please help us out and subscribe. Just need to turn the water heater on. Now let that warm up for a bit and then we'll get the washing up done. I've got an Amazon delivery yesterday, so I get to play around with that ever so slightly. One of them is for Monday when I go and get me bits and bobs done for the back doors. I'll quickly give you a little sneak peek, because I don't think a lot of people are going to watch this, but they might watch that video, so I'll give you a little sneak peek on that. These are like that shape with spring loaded. These are like dog bone shapes, so they go in like that, and then it's a cargo hook basically for whatever you put on the backs. So when I've got my shelf up there, with my paddleboard up there, I can stick them all the way around and basically bungee the paddleboard onto the back doors, or bungee a kayak onto the back doors, or bungee a bike up there. I can do whatever I want, and these are just going to help out a little bit, but I think I want them black. My other Amazon order was this, just a little hard case for a new camera that I've picked up. I must be a DJI nut now. I've got the DJI Action 5, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, I've got 2 of them, and I've also got the DJI Mini 4 drone. But being easy to use is the best possible thing for me. These two use the same app to download the footage, and I can just pile it all together on my phone and edit it out. And in theory, this, it's like velvet. It's dead nice. But anyway, this, in theory, should go in that side, just there. Perfectly fine. Keep it nice and safe underneath. And then these two little things just help protect the lenses and stuff. That's quite cool. However, I got the Creator Pack, which comes with 4 batteries. Well, 3 batteries, 2 there, and there's 1 in the camera, but that doesn't really fit. So I don't know what I'm going to have to do. I also got this little device, which is basically just a big clip that I can swivel. I can bolt that new camera to it, and I can like strap it to my backpack and stuff, so when I'm walking and randomly having strange conversations with people, I can be sneaky filming. Essentially just preparing myself and the vehicle for when I go full-time away from work as much as I possibly can. I'm looking forward to that. Got a cracking trip booked for me. Oh, I cannot wait for you to see that one. But I'm going to go and fuel up, get me washing up done, have my coffee, head off into work, then head down to Norfolk after work. That's going to be rather an eventful drive. If you're new around here, please subscribe.